Hey guys, it's Tyler and welcome back to another mod showcase. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Outer End mod. This mod adds in 2 brand new biomes, 2 new dungeons, 6 new mobs, a bunch of new plants, and some other really cool stuff that I'll get to in just a little bit. So to start off with, we'll take a look at some of the new mobs. There's 6 new mobs, and they can either be found in these 2 biomes or the new dungeons. There aren't very many mobs specifically spawning in these biomes yet, but from my research, they do mention that the mod creator wants to add a new boss and I assume some new enemies too. So these are the 2 new biomes, the Azula Forest and the Crystal Crag. These actually look really cool. I don't have the best one over here. As you can see over there, the Crystal Crag has really cool arches as well as these floating gem spheres, which I'll show off in just a little bit. So I am just wearing straight iron, a normal iron axe, a power 2 infinity 1 bow. So to start off with, we'll take a look at, the spectral fly. It spawns in the Zula forest, and you may be able to see some flying around. There we are. They just land on these bulbs up here, which are the new tree, the Zula stomata. You can break it, you just get a flower, which I'll show off in a bit, that can make some new blocks. It isn't aggressive, I don't believe. Okay. Ignore all those misses. It isn't aggressive at all. It just drops some specraggle, which can be used to make slime balls. That's about it. Next up is the Himalite. It spawns in the new dungeon. In some spawners, you can farm these. They're not very strong at all, and every time they attack you, they run off for quite a while. He may kill himself. Nope. Okay, I'm just going to finish him off. He can drop some of the Azula paste. I'll show that off in a moment. You can also get the paste from breaking these stems. Next up is the Chorus Squid. It also spawns in the new dungeon with the other creature. Just flies around, but looks like this. Yep, doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. This mod is more about the dungeons and the 2 new biomes for the end. The mobs more make the world feel alive than just a normal blank end with a couple end cities every now and then. Next up is the Stalker. I actually should show this off. They spawn in the Crystal Crag. You may have seen some in the beginning. Yeah, here we are. They come in the 3 different colors. They come in the mint crystal, the cobalt crystal, and the rose crystal colors. They act like pigmen when you do spawn them. When you hit them, sorry. But they do drop some new meat. They can deal 1 to half a heart. The new stalker steak you can get from them is just cooking them like normal, but these are a great food source, and the steak is just as good as normal steak. These are somewhat deadly. Okay, I thought I fell off the edge there, but not really. Keep in mind, by this point in time, you should probably have some diamond armor, especially if you're going out into the end. Okay, I'm just gonna leave these guys. I don't want to fight all of them. And Endermen do spawn in these biomes like normal. Eat some stalker steak. Next up we have the Entombed. I believe he spawns in one of the dungeons. He doesn't do a lot of damage either, but I didn't see him when looking around. Okay, he's actually a little bit deadly. Okay, they're back. They're not. Yeah, most of these mobs are just not very aggressive, except for the Purpo Golem. This one's actually pretty cool. He spawns in the end cities, just randomly like a normal mob, not like shulkers where there's only a set amount. I can't get away from these guys now. But he basically can't be hit up close because he has such a large range. He doesn't do a lot of damage, and he's the primary reason why we have the thing. Have the bow for today. There we are. I believe he has 40 health, and these guys are really annoying. Yeah, that's basically it for the mobs. This mod really shines with its dungeons, though. I'll show off some of the cool blocks you can get. So just breaking the crystals, you can get the shards, which you can turn it back into the blocks, and then the blocks can be used to create other blocks as well as lamps, which work like uh, normal lamps. But I believe with the rose crystal, uh, yes, they've changed the end crystal recipe. I don't remember what the normal recipe is with that. Maybe obsidian there, but it's now a rose crystal instead of a obsidian block. Um, so yeah, just to resummon it, you'll need to come out here. These biomes are pretty common from what I've seen, and you can certainly amass a lot of the crystals very quickly. And yeah, these are just some really cool other blocks that you can make. And they actually spawn naturally. Maybe I'll see some. I believe there was some right here. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so they just spawn in the ground. They don't give you anything. You can't make any armor. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Here's some of the new wood that you can get from breaking those down. It is actually really nice. It's, yeah, just a brand new blue block. And you can do all of the normal stuff with it. But you get blue fence gates, blue doors, and trap doors, and things like that. And then you can also make the strip stems and things like that. But they're not called stems, they're called piths. There we are. And this is the new azure grass. It works like normal grass, and it will regenerate. I believe it just works like normal grass, so it won't take over like mycelium either. I couldn't find where to get the Violeth. Sorry, I believe that's the Violeth. But I could find out where to get the Ancient Ice, the Glowing Ice, or this is the stuff that you can make, or the Ancient Stone. None of the dungeons contain it. It might be like another biome that the creator's working on, but I didn't see anything mentioned. Now, here's the Hilmth, new crafting block. Sorry, just a new building block, sorry. It doesn't have a whole lot of recipes right now, but you can make some slabs, stairs with it. And this is made using, oh my bad, the floral paste, which you get from smelting the azure berries, which are just these, I'll just show you quickly. These stems right here, they just grow up. Break it, you get a bunch of this. And you can actually, I believe you can eat it as well. I'll test that out right now. Yeah, you can. I'm not sure how good it is. I didn't actually test that before, but probably just, I don't know, two bars maybe. It's probably not very good since I didn't get a lot of regen. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably guess 2 bars. You can make a blue boat if you care about boats at all. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. But yeah, these are the crystals. You can break these like normal to get crystal shards. Just some normal plants that you can find in all of these biomes. And here's the bud, which you can get from breaking the blue petals there. And I believe with some bone meal, I can grow it into a tree. Yes, there we are. You get a bunch of it, and yeah, these are pretty renewable. And this is also a new light source up top. I'll just show you. There we are. So yeah, just more floral paste, and then the stalker meat, which you could get from killing those guys. I don't believe I picked any up, but you can get 1 to 2 steaks per thing, per creature killed. And this is some new music discs that you can find in the dungeon, which I'm about to show off. I won't play them. Oh, you know what? Why not? I won't play the whole song because it does go for quite a while, but it's pretty good actually. Now on to, yeah, they're quite good. Well, next up is just the dungeons. So I'll teleport here. So from what I could find, these are very rare. I found this is actually really the only one that I found. Most of the dungeons just cut off abruptly that I did find. Like we're talking one little column, and that's about it. But this is the entrance. I flew around for about an hour and a half for this showcase, just finding the two new dungeons. Most of them were just really small. Hopefully they work on that, but I know they're going to make, I believe, this building have a bunch of layers and have a boss at the top. So just to show this off, I'll go into Spectator. It looks really cool. You know what? Let's go into creative, sorry. It does have a bunch of ways down. I'll show off some of the dungeon. Never mind, it's just going to be better. So there are actually a bunch of rooms in this dungeon. You can see this one's really good. You get a bunch of diamond blocks, emerald blocks, gold blocks, and the chests are so OP. There we are. This isn't the best showcase, but yeah, normal dungeon loot. Okay, this wasn't the best room. Some of the chests I found have over like 2 stacks of gold in it. I'll search for some of the other room layouts. There's a bunch up here. Oh, there we are. This one might have some better loot. Yeah, normal end city loot in this one. Just get a bunch of gold iron. Oh, look at that sword looting 3. It's a great sword. Get a bunch of iron, more emeralds, things like that. But yeah, these are pretty rare, but you can configure all of this in the. They've allowed these to be configurable to make them like more common. Sorry, I was blanking on the word. And unfortunately, I tried to use the /locate. They're not in the system yet. Hopefully, they do add it. This is just a normal yeah, just a normal set piece room, got a jukebox in it, there's nothing else around. And this is where you can find the Himalites, sorry. Just a normal spawner, break it. Okay, these chests aren't the best. I'll certainly show off some of the really good ones I found later. Um, check this one, because some of these are so good. Oh yeah, look at that. Protection 4 and breaking 3. Got a bunch of the berries, brand new diamond shovel with a breaking 3. So all of this loot is really good, and this would be really fun to explore um, in survival, just around if you happen to find it. But yeah, you can see you get some of the music discs, and yeah, it's really good loot. And you can also harvest all these blocks if you do want, just to mine the same as normal stone brick. Um, But yeah, this is basically it. Oh, here's another room I didn't see before. It's just got a couple of the spectral flies in it. Yeah, they don't do much. I believe there is another type where there's in the other dungeon where they have um, endermites trapped in a piece of glass. Show these off. Okay, nothing that good in those. But I'll cut back to the next dungeon. Alright, so this is the next dungeon. I believe this is the largest one I did find. It's actually quite big. They do seem to spawn yeah, into the void quite often, and they are very hard to find, especially if in that biome, because this is the only entrance you get, just slightly above ground, but if you're lucky like me, you can find these in the dirt. So we'll check this one out. I believe this one's called the Catacombs. There are a bunch of different room layouts. Lamps, there's nothing hidden behind them. Wow, you get some really good swords in here as well. It's normal engine loot, end city loot, and you can get skeleton skulls too. This actually has the really good loot. Oh yeah, here's the room I was talking about before. And I forgot you can get like free dragon breath in here at a brewing station. Unfortunately, there's not much else, and these are just some bricks that you can make with some of the flowers that you can mine, harvest from the biome. I believe these are the better ones. Nope. I'll fly and hopefully I can get to the other rooms. Now these are the good ones. This is what I remember. Yeah, you can get, look at that, 39 gold from this chest, a bunch of music discs, some really good shovels, 7 diamonds, bunch of good gear, some iron. Um, there was one room. I'm trying to look for it. I believe this is it actually. These are the pretty cool rooms. I've noticed some of them don't spawn with chests in some of the dungeons I did find. This isn't the chest, but yeah, just more gold. There was one, yeah, with 2 stacks of gold, I believe, in it, though it could have been one of the other smaller dungeons I found. I'll just check over here quickly. And this one just goes into the ground quite a bit. That's another custom room. I'll try to find it quickly. Shouldn't take very long. Oh yeah, here's just an example of the chest didn't spawn, or they're meant to be like that. I'm not sure the reason why. Oh, no, but yeah, look at that. 64, yeah, 64 and 21. Get 5 diamonds, a bunch of protection 4 and breaking 3 gear, and yeah, it's really cool loot. And certainly finding these in a normal survival world would be great. I'll just teleport back. Hold on. I'll just quickly show you off this. It's not a new dungeon, but this is what I primarily found while just flying around. Because I did search for about an hour and a half just looking for good dungeons since they're so rare. But wow, yeah, look at that. This one's really good. But yeah, most of the dungeons I found just end with one room or no room at all. So hopefully they do fix that, but this one's definitely worth just finding, luckily. But yeah, this was a shorter mod review. I hope you guys enjoy, and my next mod review will probably be about Minecraft Dungeon weapons, since it was requested in the description. If you guys do want to see another mod or a specific mod, just let me know and I'll try to put on my list and review it for you guys. All right, have a good day. See ya.